Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. Let me just take care of some of the banners that are going through. And people have mentioned to me in the past having a little bit of difficulty getting onto the Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique Facebook page and the live presentation. So just give me a moment here, and I am going to try to see what problems people are having. And if you have had some trouble and know the solution, please put that in the comments section. Ah, difficulties. Let's see, remove that. How's everybody doing? Let me see, I get a comment in here. Linda saying hello. Hello, Linda, to you. Glad you can be joining us. So if I just have my phone and I am going to our page, it's not coming up as a live feed. Oh my gosh. Happening now. Don't know what that is. Oh my gosh. Videos from this event. Joining us? Okay. So I think if you go into the event and then go down further and it says videos from this event, you might find us. Has anybody else had a difficult time? Terry, you're joining us, and Gina as well. So that is the changes with Facebook. They are impacting whether people can get on or not. And I don't like that. Times are tough enough, but let me see. It's live. Oh, here's another thing that I see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. On my phone, I see that in the circle, it says live. And if you press on that, you'll see it live. But of course, people that haven't been able to tune in wouldn't have me be able to show them on my phone. Oh dear, oh dear. But hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode 213 of Shop with Diane. I'm so happy to have you join us for the live presentation that's happening. Today is Thursday, May 29th, 2025. If you're not catching us live, then I hope you're enjoying the replay and welcoming you. There are always people joining for the very first time, and I hope you enjoy the format and enjoy what I think is the most amazing online community of people who I keep calling as heart-centered, kind, appreciative, intelligent, lovely people. And that is what has kept me going over all these years with this uh, format. And it allows me, as a retailer who's been in the business for over 28 years, the pandemic sort of shook things up. And with this format, it's allowed me to be that old fashioned retailer, the one who is passionate about her products, tries to learn as much as possible, finds out what your needs are, has developed a bit of a rapport, happy to answer your questions so you can make good informed purchase decisions that you have no regrets about, and know that you can trust us and keep coming back to shop and shop and shop. So, oh my goodness. So, who else do we have joining us besides Linda and Terry and Gina? Is Carol. Hello, Carol. And a long time ago university roommate, Lori, is joining us as well. Hello, Lori. And here in Thunder Bay, where we've just had a very cool spring, but this week it seems to have changed. Today we're into the mid or warmer than mid 20s in terms of Celsius degrees. Warm weather right now, but just recently smoke is starting to come our way from the forest fires in Manitoba and Saskatchewan, where they've declared state of emergency. It is really dry out in the bush, and I believe here in the Thunder Bay district that starting tomorrow there will be a fire ban as well, and I think that's really smart. And so that's where I'm located, on the north shore of Lake Superior here in Thunder Bay. As I said, a longtime retailer who just loves getting together with our customers and sharing with you new products and welcoming your questions. So in the comments section, should you ever have a question about the products I show you this evening, or comments to make, or jokes to share, or you just want to say hello to somebody else who you might recognize in the comments section, please use it for that purpose. And always love it when, if you're enjoying the show, show a little love, should give us a like, a thumbs up, a heart. Always love that. And is Gina and Gail is joining us. Hello, Gail. And what does Gina say? She's watching from her deck, and the smoke is moving in. Yeah, it's going to be a difficult summer ahead, I think, with that the fires and the smoke. So everyone stay well and do your bit to stop the fires from starting. And Natalie is saying hello from the North Shore, a little east of here in Thunder Bay. Mary is saying hello to everyone. Mary, I hope you've recovered from some of your recent surgery, and I'm glad to have you join us as well. Hopefully my mom will join in this evening. People love seeing her and her comments, and she's had a really rough number of past months, and hasn't been as active a participant in our show, but I know that all of you wish her the very best. And tomorrow we're going to have a little bit, take my mom in for a little bit of day surgery. So it's going to affect our pickup time. So welcome to episode 213, Shop with Diane. I am here to talk about losing keys and some solutions that I have, I think that might interest you. So you might be able to locate those keys, avoid a lot of frustration and a lot of cost. So if you've been following us on Facebook, you may have seen my post earlier, just a few days back. And I happened to be leaving my parents, who are in a retirement residence here in Thunder Bay. It was late in the evening after a very long, hard day of lots of things going on. And I happened to have parked in a visitor parking spot that is closest to the entrance of the building. And speaking of keys, when I was leaving, I'll just pull out a picture here. When I was happening to leave, let me show you where I parked first. Oh dear. It was one of those things that you don't want ever to happen, but it happened. So there's a picture. That's my driver's door. And you see right there is a grate covering the storm sewer. Well, when I was returning, I happened to, before getting my key, or just getting my key out, it fell into there. Oh my gosh. So it's like, that's my car keys. That's my business keys. That's my home keys. What am I going to do? I went back into my parents' place and called 911. I didn't know what to do, but the operator was very kind, and she said, I'll put you through to sewer and water dispatch and see if they can help you. So I contacted dispatch, and they said they had somebody on call, and they'll reach out to that gentleman, who happened to be Luke, and he should be there in about 15 minutes. And so there came Luke, and the first thing he said is, can you move your car? Because can't really lift the grate fully up. No, Luke, the keys to the car are in the sewer, and look, see, there's water down there. And he said, okay. So he got out a pick, a big heavy pick, and a sledgehammer and a rake. And he was able to pry open partially the grate, enough for me to get the sledgehammer wedged in. And he took the grate, and he was able, thank God, to retrieve my set of keys. What was turning out to be a very long day that could have ended horribly, it was awesome. It was awesome. And I owe great thanks to our city and our city workers for helping me end my day on a positive note. So this gentleman here is Luke, and there he is with a rake and a pick, and he saved my day. So it just reminded me about the importance of keys. And there was a couple of years ago, I did actually lose my car keys with the key fob, the electric key fob. Oh my gosh. Do you know how expensive it is? Oh my gosh. And, usually I'm just used to getting a couple of set of keys and to an older vehicle. But this vehicle is the first time I had a key fob. And it was almost $300 for one. And they said, I said, I'd like a second. And they said, okay, another $300. And maybe I should go get one, second one. But that one that I lost was the only one I had that was down in the sewer, storm sewer. And yes, but I knew the cost of it. Now, just people have told me, Diane, you got off easy. It can cost $500 or more to have one key fob replaced. So it's like, oh my gosh, not only is it the frustration and the inconvenience and, taking years off your life, but also the cost. So I've been on the lookout for a solution, and I have that solution for many of us, I think, this evening. Now, Mary has a comment. She lost her set of keys down the elevator shaft to the Port Arthur General Hospital years ago. And who was telling me that's a horrible feeling? And somebody was telling me, was it Terry? Were you mentioning that? Was it Al, or was somebody else telling me that they lost the keys down an elevator shaft as well? And fortunately, it was able to be retrieved. But hey, here's what former university roommate Lori has to say. Diane, just get a chauffeur. Lori, you come up with the best ideas. But in the absence of us having chauffeurs and needing keys to get into our homes, and there's a number of things that we could lose that are very costly. And yes, it was Terry was mentioning to me that it was Al, her husband, who had lost the keys down the elevator shaft. So Mary and Al, you've had something in common there. So what is the show today is I have a smart tag I want to show you, a smart tag that with Bluetooth, and you use your phone. So most of you have a phone, and you can help locate where you may have lost your keys. Now, I knew exactly where the keys were when I dropped them into the storm sewer, but I'm going to, that is also the experience of that is going to let you know that the device that I'm going to show you is waterproof because it was wet down there. It was retrieved and it still works. But so what is it that I am going to show you is a couple of different models of something from a company called Miley, and it is going to be a smart finder. And Apple, Apple first came out with one called an AirTag for use on their phones, and it's what people will use to attach to, say, a purse, a backpack, a piece of luggage, their bicycle, put it in their car. On a lanyard, could be put on a person, a little person or a big person, on things that are of value to you, and you can attach a product. This is a slightly bigger than an Apple AirTag, but you can attach this to it or something on a chain like this. And it's this device using Bluetooth and your phone that is going to connect and help you locate. It's complicated, and I'm not the best on technology, and it sort of stresses me out, but I'm going to do my very best because I know I have an audience of viewers that here we are on Facebook and doing Facebook Live or the Shop with Diane YouTube channel. We're doing really well, but learning on some of this technology can be a little tricky. And I'm hoping that I've figured this out enough to help you get more confident about this product so that you can avoid some cost and frustration. So how am I going to do this? Well, let me just give my moment. I've got some notes to accompany this presentation. So it's going to be like a class for us. So as I mentioned, Apple has come out with a product called an AirTag. Now, Miley has come out with a product that works with the Apple apps, and it has their approval to do so, but it's a lot more affordable option. However, any of us who've had a phone, whether it's a Samsung phone, or a brand such as Motorola or Google, we haven't been able to take advantage of that Apple technology until more recently. And there's an exciting product that we now have from Miley that's going to allow us to participate in locating items easily as well. Okay, so let me just get some notes up here. And if you can't see that because you're watching on a little phone, maybe you can take a picture of it and then expand it down the road. If you're watching it on a TV, you might be able to see it better. But let me just, I'm the little icon down there. What if I change to this format? Nope, doesn't make it much bigger, but let's see. Okay, so this is the Miley MyTag Go, and it is this little wee button here, and it is been certified worldwide for Android trackers. I'm going to show in detail the one for Android phones, but we also have the Apple alternative ones for Apple that are run very similarly. But this is the one that I wanted to focus on because it's one that's on my phone. And on your phones, you can download many apps. And there is an app called Google Find My Device. And when you download that, you can start using this little button here to help you locate your phone. So what's the size of it? It's pretty tiny. It's 37 by 37 by 9 in terms of millimeters, in terms of size. And it's made out of polycarbonate and ABS plastic. And I've spoken about ABS plastic before. And ABS plastic is the type that they use in to make Legos. So let me just maximize my screen so I can read this again, because I can't see that small print. So, and it uses just a very sort of round coin-sized battery, which is included in here. And the replacement cost for these batteries, you can find them from about $2.50 to $5, so not expensive to replace the battery that comes with it. It's expected to have a life usage or a lifetime before it stops working, maybe 6 to 8 months, depending on its use. So it's the battery life. And say you just weren't using this because your intention of its use is you were going to use it for your bicycle, and it was the winter months in the snow, you weren't using your bicycle, you can turn this off to save the battery, or the same with if it was to go into your luggage and so on. So you can extend the life that way. It has been rated for waterproofness, so you could actually have this submerged 3 feet in water for 30 minutes, and it would still most every time continue to work that way. So don't be afraid if you attach this to your pet and or to your bicycle, or to anything that might occasionally get wet from rain splashes, or dropping in puddles and so on, or into the storm sewer. And it comes with a limited 2-year warranty. So its effectiveness in terms of Bluetooth is a way of communicating between this and your device. And that Bluetooth is, when it works, it has a range of about 150 meters between your phone and this. Where you are in open area. But when you are around lots of buildings and so on, it reduces the range of the Bluetooth, maybe back down to about 100 meters. So there's a couple of ways to use this device. So having on your phone, being able to tell you where this device is, you can start, if it's close by within that Bluetooth range, there's a couple of methods that you can use. But if you're further away, because your piece of luggage was expected to go to Toronto, but it's on its way to Hong Kong, we're going to use other technology that's available to us, and we'll be using Google Maps in that case. So I'm going to get rid of that slide. And can I do that? Oh, where am I? And I'm going to bring up another slide and make it larger, and make it large enough on my screen that I can read it. So it's very easy to set up, is that's what they say. And to do that, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to, I haven't really practiced this, so bear with me, please. What you're going to do is you're going to get onto your phone. And this is for Android phone users, and Apple will be very similar. Let me get rid of the pictures of my mishap. So what you are going to do is, on my phone, you're going to go into, it's called Play Store. So Google's Play Store. So I click on Play Store. Can be a Play Store. And it's there that you can search. You're going to be able to search for different apps. So I'm going to search for something called Find My Device. Find My Device. So I type that in as a search, and there it says Google Find Hub. So that's what it's called, Google Find Hub. And you are going to download that, open it up and download it into your phone. So you therefore now have the app that is going to be required to make this all work. So on my phone now, can you see me? Which there it says, does it say, can it be focused? It says Find Hub. Okay, that's a good thing. So I am going to open the app. It requires me to have a PIN number or a fingerprint to open it securely. So I've opened it. Now, I've already got a head start on everybody, but I've opened the app, and I already use it to help me find should I lose my telephone, my cell phone. But I have now set it up for my keys, and I've set it up for, I'll just scroll, oops. Oops. I don't want to update this right now. Okay. So I have it set up for my keys. Miss Kitty, which is my parents' cat that's moved to the city kitty, Miss Kitty. And it hasn't been set up yet, but my mother has a portable electric wheelchair, and that could go missing. So I'm thinking maybe I could put one on the wheelchair as well. So what are my notes telling me here that I can follow along? It says, okay, so that was step one, is to go to Google Play Store and download the Find Your Device. But before we get, how do we get Diane's keys onto this, is we are on our phones, going to have to make sure in your settings. Now, there is on my phone, let me just see. In my settings, okay, I am going to make sure that I have under connections, that I have Bluetooth on, because it requires Bluetooth. So can you see that? I have to make sure that Bluetooth is on. And I'm going to make sure, when you scroll down, one option is location in settings. And I'm going to have to make sure that location is on, because it requires Bluetooth and it requires to know the location of things. So you do need to activate those. The next thing is So now that you've set up your settings, is you are going to go to your app. So find, what was it called? Find Hub in this case. Find Hub. I click that on. But I'm going to take one of these that I haven't yet activated to connect. So what you do, hopefully this all works. I'm going to press this once. Hear that noise? That tells me I've activated it. And what you do is when you activate it and you bring it close, you bring it close to your device. When you activate it and bring it close to the device, you will see it says that it wants to connect with you. So we're going to connect. There we go. And it just asks you for some things to agree to. Why do I have all these other things? There we go. So this has now just been added to my list of things that it could locate. So I want to put that down for a minute, and it will come with, in some cases that I'll show you, it'll come with in a little key fob. In a package of 4, it will come without that and just a little round ring holder. But what would I do is I'm going to just click on that, and it's telling me that the battery in it is okay. Can you see that? On the map, it says that it's currently at Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique, and the battery is in good shape. But I'm going to go into the settings icon just right of that, where it says My Tag, and I'll be able to name the device. So that's where I put in Diane's keys or Miss Kitty or wheelchair, or what else am I going to put it in? I'm going to put it into backpack. So that's the one I'm going to put into backpack, and it can have categories, and you can say, just so it gives you a different icon, but it gives you some ideas. You can put in a bag or on a camera, in your car, your headphones, your keys, your laptop, all those different ideas. But I'm going to use the icon, I guess bag. It's not a backpack, but okay. And okay, now I'm going to just go back. And so now I have recorded one to go into my backpack. Okay, done that. Now, if now I have that on my backpack, and I've misplaced it. Not surprising if you've seen what the store looks like these days, but I set it down and I'm not sure. I think it's nearby because I had it when I came from home to here. It's got to be in the building somewhere. Well, what can I do? Well, if I press on backpack, there's an option, and it says, can you see down? It says play sound. So if I push that, this little thing is beeping, and if I wanted to stop, I would press stop. Now, it's in a quiet room, you could hear it. If I was nearby, I could likely hear it, but say I can't hear it. that beeper didn't sort of direct me to it. Then what can I do? That is where, let me just see. Oh dear, what's the next step? What I'm going to do is I'm getting ahead of myself. Where am I on this list of things? Nearby, press button, pop-up pairing. I've talked about easy setup. Let me get a cheat sheet onto the screen. I hope you're following along, everyone, and just help me get into where I've got to be. And hi, Linda, you're just joining us. Welcome. We're trying to go through step by step how to set up on your phone a connection, Bluetooth connection to a little smart tag that'll allow you, once that smart tag is attached to your bicycle or on your purse or your backpack or to your kitty, you'll be able to have a good chance of finding it. So let me just get the next slide up. So how do you go about, let me get that, how do you go about finding it? Well, I did show you when you open up the app and you locate the item that you have a tag on, you press play sound, you might hear the sound. And if that didn't work for you, then what you need to do is you use the find nearby function. Oops, don't go away. On the phone. So it's we below that we played the sound. Next we're going to find nearby. And find nearby is going to be, now I'm right on top of this, but say it wasn't right here. Say it was a little further away. If I'm right on top of it, this whole blob gets filled out. It's saying it's here. Okay, I get that. But say it was, oh, I didn't think this through very well. I'm going to imagine that it's somewhat durable. I'll scoot it. That was just made up. So it's now further away from me. So the blob has shrunk. Now, if I walked in this other direction away from it, that blob is going to get even smaller. And then if I go towards it, the blob is going to get bigger. So it's, are you getting warm or cold? Are you getting warmer or colder to it? And it's going to help guide me within this space. Now, how far will this item have to be to get this to be using it nearby? Well, what did we say? Bluetooth has a range on this device in open spaces of 150 meters. More likely if it's built up area, maybe 100 meters, but you can start using this to try to figure out where the item is. Okay, so that's how that feature works. Now, that's if it's close by, but what if it's further? Is like, oh my God, where did I leave my pack? I've been all over the place today. Let me see. Let me get out of there. Well, it is going to also have it on a map in terms of Google Maps to show you where it is. So what do I have one of these tags on that's not right here in the building? Well, that's going to be Miss Kitty, my parents' cat. And Miss Kitty, when I tap on Miss Kitty, where is she? Let's see, she shows up on Google Maps. Open this up. well, first of all, there's on Google Maps. She's at Chartwell Isabella Retirement Residence is where Miss Kitty is. Good to know, because when she does step out of the apartment through the sliding doors to eat a little grass or to check out a few things, but we get a little nervous. So this will allow us to know if Miss Kitty goes a little further, which way to start looking for her. But what this will do is we'll know sort of in the general vicinity where she is, and then start using the blob if we start to come in closer to know whether we're getting further or away from her or closer to her. But I'm not about to press for Miss Kitty play sound ever again, because in testing this, I pressed play sound and she jumped and she didn't know what the heck was happening. Miss Kitty, I'm not going to do that to you ever again. But it's a way of trying to relocate your lost item. And now, it's not just your phone that can be used to help with the location. It is also done by other people who may have an Android phone, and it's encrypted, but their phones start to also help identify the location of your tag. And the more people who are using these, the more notices that are being sent in terms of its location. And you can set this up as well. See, it was Miss Kitty, and you can see as an option it says play sound, which I promised Miss Kitty I wouldn't do it again. Mark is lost or share the device. Mark is lost means that I could go press mark is lost when Miss Kitty is lost, enter into this my phone number and email address and name, and other people then, should they find the tag, will be able to know how to reach me. Awesome feature to that. Now, I'm also able to share the screen and the location features to this with one other person. I just need to share the device, the link, so they too can help with location. That would be important. Say I lost my phone. What am I to do? Or my phone battery is dead. What do I do? So somebody else who can have control of this, someone you trust and like, is a great feature as well. So let's see. Location. I think I've covered it off. And let me just get out of there and get back into this. And there I am. What was that like? Was that pretty heavy for a Thursday evening? I am not going to show a ton of products this evening because this was more instructional, but let me show you the products and show you the cost to these. And I would be happy to have you come by, and when you come to pick it up, and let's get this installed on your phone if that's of interest to you. So what is the cost to something like this? Well, let me show you. So I have on my set of keys is this in this sort of leatherette little pouch is the smart tracker. It slips in here. And for the Android phones, and I'm going to talk about Apple in a minute, but on the Android phones, they are available in white, a white option, and black. and I have 4 in white, which is Apple's top selling color, a white one, and 3 in black available. And the price is $29.95. So think about it, $29.95 gets you this key chain version, but that can be attached to anything, your pack, your purse, and so on, just for $29.95. If you went the Apple route, it's going to be more than double the price for one like this. So really great, well priced, and I feel so much better. First of all, that I have it, and secondly, in preparing for the show, I think I've learned how to use it, because that's the other thing about this is so $29.95. So if you have a Samsung phone, a Google phone, a Motorola, or some other Android phone, that is the one that you would like to get. However, well, I should also mention to you, no, there is also, without the little carrying case, without the little key fob thing, just these that will inserts, which will work, because this attached to this, I attached to Miss Kitty's collar, and I don't need that type of fob just to put it into my backpack. So you can purchase 4 of them. 4 of them. Let me get a 4-pack. There we go. So a 4-pack is going to be $59.95 for the Millie Me Tag. It's called the 4-pack for $60. You can make your life easier. And so I have 5 of these available. So let me know. How do you order? Is if you're watching the show, put it into the comment section. Say, hey, Diane, I would like to purchase the Android tag in white and security tag in white, or whatever you want to call it. And I'll just confirm its availability with you. If you're watching the show live, I'll try to do it right now. And otherwise, you can phone me or text me, and I'll get the number up on the screen for you. Phone me or text me at 807-628-4334. That's 807-628-4334 is my number. Or you can private message me as well. So that's how you would order it. How do you get them then? Well, we have pickup times. Oh, what am I doing here? Pickup times. We can do this, Diane. Okay. Pickup times. I have to assist my mom with a visit to the hospital tomorrow, so I can't do Friday pickup times, but have scheduled Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday from 11 to 1 here at my business located next to the Fort William Gardens here in Thunder Bay. If you are ordering from out of town, be happy to send these out to you. Just request that your orders be over $50, and we can organize that. Hopefully Canada Post will continue to operate and not go back on strike, and that's how we'll be sending them out. My summer is turning out to be crazy busy and unpredictable. The spring is that way, and so I'm going to do my best to pop in and do Thursday updates about things that are happening, and I'll announce when I'm able to do an upcoming Thursday night, another shopping show. If there's products that you have seen in previous shows that you are interested in purchasing, by all means, give me a call at 807-628-4334. We can organize a special time for you to pop by, separate from my previously noted pickup times, and pick those up. I did have every intention of having the store open well enough for you to do some clothing shopping late May, and into June. Well, I've missed that May date, and so stay tuned for some June dates for you to come by, and there'll be limited times, but to get some new clothes, gals. I still have plenty of stock remaining, and as you can see there, I'm doing another pop-up on June 6th and 7th at Chartwell Isabella. They're located at 1350 Isabella Street East. There is an open house as well, so you can take a tour of the facility, but they've kindly invited me to set up a table there. So I will be there from 10 to 4, and happy to see you. And in speaking with many of you, let's see. Many of you, you too are involved in caregiving and considering next stage housing for family and friends, and or maybe you yourself are thinking about what's it like. I think it's fantastic, and you should come by and see what the facility is really like. And I keep describing it as a bit of a cruise ship, and I've already mapped out in my mind about my approximate age and stage in life that I'm going to move into a facility like that, if not that facility. But that'll be down the road just a little bit, unless health requires a change of residence. But come see me then. So that was the prices of the products for the Androids version of this. The Apple version, if you have an Apple phone, an Apple Watch, an iPad, and so on, you can be well served by let me see. This is the packaging for the Android ones. My mistake. And this is the packaging for the Apple version, where you'll use the app Apple Find My, and they'll be using the Apple Maps for location. And I think it's an extra notification here where the Android will notify you if your lost device has been found. I think the Apple version of this also could give you a notification if you are walking away from it, and likely to leave it behind. It's going to remind you with a bit of beeping that don't forget what you're going to leave your item behind. So when it comes to the Apple version of this, I have white ones available. I have 3 white ones, 4 red styles, and I have a 9 in black. So if you'd like any of those, the price of these is just $29.95 for this version, for an Apple compatible version, and using their app and so on. So let me know if that is something that would interest you. And let's see. Just seeing their necessity when traveling, says Gina. Absolutely. Barb, you're joining us late. You're going to have to watch from the beginning, because I'm going to show you how to use these devices and your phone to locate missing the items that might go missing in your life. And as Gina has said, Chartwell was a godsend for her father and your family too. I know that. So that is what I have to tell you about this technology, and hopefully you've explained it well enough for you not to be afraid of it. And come by and let's get you set up with these. I am so convinced, after paying almost $300 to replace one single key fob for my car, and numerous times thinking, where is my phone? Where's my stuff? That for a small investment of $29.95 or a 4-pack for just $60 is well worth it, and brings us into the new world. We're talking about keys and lost keys and so on. I just wanted to also point out that from Alex and Ani, we have these amazing adjustable bracelets. And here is one that's called the Key of Life. And that's on one side of it. And on the reverse of it, it is, can we get that focused in here? Ooh, we can do this. You can see it says create, breakthrough, and destiny. And these bracelets are awesome. They're, oops, refocus, a little bit blurry. So I love them. You just open them up wide, easy to put on with larger hands, arthritic hands, or just any size hands. And the more bracelets you wear, the better it seems in terms of a look. And on the back of this card that comes with it, it says, Key to Life. Life is a series of experiences leading us on a path that ultimately defines us as individuals. When we realize we have power to unlock our destiny, we hold the key to life. Use positive, conscious thinking, and the decisions you make will express your personal power. These were, I have in this Raphelian gold, which used to be called Russian gold, but not everybody likes the word Russian. It's a type of gold, but the price of this was $34, but I'm making it available for $22. The Key to Life. This is also a great gift, I think, for people that are graduating as well as they embark on a new chapter of life. And life is a series of experiences leading us on a path that ultimately defines us as individuals. And so they're now just for $22. I have 6 available. Hey, if you're attending, if a granddaughter, a daughter, a niece, someone is having her and her friends graduating anytime soon, pick them all up one of this. Wouldn't they love that? And have something to remind them of you and life's journey. Plus, I just have one remaining of this style of it's called the Key to My Heart. And it's this beautiful little key shaped medallion, but in the very bottom of it here, it has a Swarovski crystal embedded in it. And it's meaning it says, locks protect one's secrets and desires. Only the key can unlock these spiritual aspirations, unveiling our emotional center. Wear the Key to My Heart charm with the intention of finding the spiritual key within. And this was $34, and it too is just $22. I just have one remaining in the silver color. Let me know if you'd like that. How do you get your orders in? How do you get your orders in? People, what you do is you phone or, well, just in the comment section, say, hey, Diane, I'd like the Key to Life bracelet in gold, and I will confirm its availability, and you can come by and pick it up at the pickup times, or call me and we'll arrange another time. You can also call me or text me at 807-628-4334. That's 807-628-4334, or private message me. So get your orders in, everybody. And just have don't have much to cover off yet, but I started our show telling you about my experience at leaving my parents' home in this past week. And sadly, parking next to a storm sewer. And I am afraid to even walk by that storm sewer now. Not that I'm going to fall through, no chance of that. But my keys ended up down that storm sewer. And thankfully, this kind gentleman with the city sewer and water Luke was able to retrieve the keys from me, but then comes out of a storm sewer in the water, which, by the way, these have all been cleaned up, but everything was in the water and is working perfectly. But it got me thinking too about another recent product that we have, that is the mobile phone sterilizer and storage case. So whether your phone needs to be cleaned up, which you can just slip into this little pouch, or you can put your keys into this, because they all get dirty. Actually, your phones are thought to have 10 times more germs and bacteria and so on them than a toilet seat. So they're pretty disgusting, right? And so how this product works is using UV rays. It is going to kill 99.9% of bacteria, viruses, and germs and so on. So it requires some power to do that. So I've been able to negotiate with the company to include some power pack. So this battery pack here has been charged, and it can normally be just carried into the pouch pocket if you wish. If you didn't have the battery pack, you could just plug this into a USB port to get its power. But I'm going to plug this in so we have some power. Here we go. It has some power. I've put my big wad of keys in there. When I shut this and close it off completely, you're going to hear a beep. There's the beep. Now, in 5 minutes, it will beep again. And what is happening? It is killing all the bacteria and germs and so on. So I love this product. It's like a little clutch. Without the battery pack, I could just be carrying my phone in here all the time if I wish, and put a little credit card in there or carry your keys. So it's this great little pouch. And what it has the added advantage of doing is sterilizing whatever I put in there. So I think that's a fantastic product at $58.95. If you'd like one of those, let me know, and I'll get you hooked up with one of those. And I am just going to end our show with the last product update, which is from, I just got a new shipment in today of MSM pain relief lotion and bath soaks, as well as more of the lavender handmade soap that Eleanor, you're waiting for a couple of bars of those, but it's one of the most luxurious, sudsing, long-lasting, wonderful feeling bars of soap handmade by Trish McDonald, founder of Chronic Pain Relief Lotion. I can't say enough about this product. We sell it in different sizes. The MSM Pain Relief Lotion, all natural product, made in Red Deer, Alberta. So a Canadian-made product of natural ingredients that doesn't interact. Doesn't interact with the other medications that you may be taking. It just goes on very smoothly. It's very silky. You just apply it if that was the part of your body that was in pain, the muscles, tendons, ligaments, joints. If that was, you just put it on. It's not greasy. It's got this beautiful menthol smell to it. And within 5 minutes, I'd say 80% of people are finding a significant reduction in their pain. And however, there are people that will need multiple applications for that to work, like in my mother's very arthritic hands that bothered her for years and years. She needed to apply this a couple times a day, but about a week's time, she stopped having the pains in her hands. Oh my gosh. Now, if it's a deep-seated inflammation, it may take longer than 3 to 5 minutes to have any results. It may take an hour or two, but I have to tell you a story. Elaine, who is at Chartwell, and I couldn't believe, because she sits at the table with my mom and dad. I didn't tell her about this product a few weeks ago. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Elaine. But I went and got a little tester bottle and said, because people have lots of aches and pains, I said, Elaine, what can you tell me what hurts the most? She goes, oh, this middle finger. Now her hands are, she said I could tell people about this. Her hands are sort of most always in this clenched look position. She doesn't really have much movement. The reason being is her middle finger for 59 years was in pain. 59 years. And this is about 3.5 weeks ago. And so I said, well, let's just put a little bit of this lotion on and see what happens. Oh my God, within a few minutes, Elaine is starting to move that one finger that she struggled to move. Her other fingers weren't moving either. But within about 5-6 minutes, she's moving all her hands. And I think there was so much pain in that center finger that she stopped using her other fingers. Now, every time I see Elaine in the last 3.5 weeks from that one application, I have to say it was absolute miracle. Elaine says, look at, no pain. And so, hey, if you got a pain, it's worth a try, isn't it? And we have so many testimonies on this. So little package like this that goes a long way is $2.50. 100 milliliter bottle is $38. $59 for a 220 milliliter bottle. And we have it in a liter size as well. One just got picked up today from a repeat customer. And the price of that is $2.10 now in this newest shipment. So we have those products. We have it in a spray for a hard to reach part of your body that if you're living alone, or that might be a great format to buy it in. As I said, we have their lavender bars of soap as well. So those are our products. Oh my goodness. And thank you, Barb, who has got her order in already for a 4-pack of the Android me tags, and happy to get that for you. We'll just, Barb, on the pickup times, if you just let me know which will be most convenient, whether it's Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday from 11 to 1. If those will work for you, please let me know. Hopefully you go back and take a look at the video to help understand it if you don't already. What I'm trying to say is, ladies, primarily ladies and gentlemen, we are not needing to fall behind in technology. We're in this community who is supporting one another and learning how to use it so that it can make our lives easier as well and better. So using technology for the good. This is a great price on a reliable product that, as I say, you can put it in your car so you know where your car is going, and who's maybe using your car, you'll know where they're going. In your purse, on your bicycle, on your wheelchair, on your pets. Put it on a lanyard or attach it to a child. People said when they go into sort of places where there's all sorts of crowds, they'll clip it onto their child. So if the child ever went missing, maybe grandpa wanders, maybe grandpa needs it on his belt as well. Those are all various uses of it. I'm sure you'll come up with some others as well. I should just mention as well, these tulips are from my garden, and don't have a lot of time to enjoy them this spring outdoors, but I thought I'd bring some in and share them with you. Not often do I have real live flowers to bring onto the show, but these are just gorgeous, and I'm glad they're here. I'm glad you're here this evening as well for episode 213 of Shop with Diane. It is my honor to have you join into tonight's live event, and if you're catching the replay, hello to you as well. Love to get your orders in. Remember, I do have some limited pickup times. Life outside the store, business is very busy for me these days, but I'll do my best to answer your questions and organize some pickup times for products. Remember, if you are watching from out of town, I am happy to ship out those orders with Canada Post, assuming they continue to stay at work, and just ask that those orders be over $50 or more. So listen, everybody, just be careful if you're in the outdoors. We have in many parts of Canada, including here in northwestern Ontario, very dry conditions in the bush, and that's already leading to um, um, just a terrible start to the fire season here. And so, as well, if you have any breathing difficulties already, just be careful because the air quality because of smoke is not so good here in Thunder Bay, and that's expected to continue till tomorrow evening. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It's been my pleasure, and I hope that I will be able to better keep track of my phone, of my pack, Miss Kitty, what is just keep my keys, because of the products that I've introduced to you this evening, and hopefully you too will make a purchase and live that life as well. Okay. Good night, everyone. Stay well. And can I just find one other thing? What am I looking for? Here we go.